Back. We're also doing our social distancing, Rick and I. And today we're going to talk about some leaf cuttings on begonias. And we have a couple different begonias here. I really don't know the name of this particular one here. This is one that Rick has had in his yard for many, many years in a pot. And he's been so kind to bring it in. We used it last year and we produced many, many plants off of this. This is one from last year. So what we're going to do is we've taken a cutting off this plant. If we turn it over here, I've got one on the board here, and we just slice it off here. This leaf's a little damaged, so we're going to use this other leaf here. We've got a razor blade here, and so what we're going to do is we left a little bit of the stem here. We found out last year that leaving that stem on was good. A lot of times you'll see where they cut the stem all the way back. Now we see some veins going through here that are protruding up. So what we're going to do is we're going to press the leaf down a little bit, and we're going to take this razor blade and we're just going to slice very slightly into that, just to cut that vein a little bit. And we're going to cut this a little bit. You don't want to, you try not to cut the leaf too much. You just want to cut that vein. So just barely cut into that vein. And it's kind of hard to see probably. So we're going to cut another one there. We're going to come to this vein. We're going to cut through that. And we're going to cut this one a little bit. All right, let's try another one here. Cut that. All right, and we're going to come back here a little bit. Cut this here and here. Okay. All right. So that's it. And then we're going to take this and we're going to turn it upside down like this, and we're going to put it right on the soil media, and see where those slits are, where those cuts are in there. They're going to adhere down to the soil. So what we're going to do is we've got some rocks here. And usually I put them right in between, or try to get them in between the veins a little bit, so they're pressing down on the plant to hold it down to the surface of the soil. Okay. You can use a few more rocks if you need to, but that should be enough for this. Okay. All right. So let's try another one. We have another plant here. This is a Begonia Rex type. This one's called Red Splash. The leaf is like very iridescent. A beautiful, beautiful leaf of this particular plant. So, okay, we're going to take a cutting off of this one. We'll just slice that off. We're going to take this one back a little bit further to about there. Now, if we look at this leaf, the veins are very, very pronounced in this leaf. It looks like if you're looking up from NASA, up from space, you're looking at tributaries of a river here or something. That's a pretty good analogy, wouldn't you say, Rick? Oh, yeah. All right. So here we go. Now we're going to do the same thing here. We're going to cut into those veins. Now we'll cut another one here. Here. Slice there. Slice there. I don't know how good this is. It's going to take as far as the camera angle. I think that's okay. We'll do another one down here too. Yeah, I think that should be enough. All right. So same thing here. We're going to pick up the leaf. We're going to put it on here. And then we would do the same thing here. We would use rocks to hold it down. So I'm just going to put a couple rocks over here. So what you do is you're just holding it down to the surface where those cuts are. And even if you look on the bottoms of these leaves here, there's almost like little hairs along those veins. And those will adhere to the soil and root right down into the soil. Especially where those cuts are, that's where it's going to root down in. And a lot of times, sometimes what we've done is you can take whole leaves like this, and if you leave a little bit of the stem, you can actually just push them right in to the soil like that. But it'll only root right around this edge here. So it's better to do it this way, where you cut into those veins, and then you will have multiple plants off of that. And these are all clones from the original plant. So this one was called Red Splash. So all these cuttings are going to be perfect clones of the original plant, of the stock plant. So Okay, there we go.